This is the Marvel Legends series, Infamous Iron Man. I believe this figure is a Walgreens exclusive. My wife and my daughter Alex picked it up at a Walgreens in Seattle. Pretty nice. I actually read about this character in the comic books, Victor Von Doom becoming his own version of the Iron Man. So let's get him out of packaging. And here is Dr. Doom as the infamous Iron Man out of packaging, and he looks absolutely wonderful and fantastic. I absolutely love this figure. I mean, if you read up on the comic book about the infamous Iron Man, this was about the time that Tony Stark had vanished and everybody was hunting for Tony Stark, trying to find where he was. And one of the people, I guess, who tried to fill his shoes was Victor Von Doom as his own version of Iron Man, as well as the genius Riri Williams as Ironheart. But this was at a point in time when Reed Richards had rebooted the whole multiverse after the events of Secret Wars 3, where they defeated Doctor Doom, and Reed Richards had taken the powers of the Beyonders from him. They rebooted it. And then the interesting thing about this was Reed Richards, being the kind person that he is, he restored Victor Von Doom and repaired his face, his deformed face. So we know this is he no longer has that sort of Deadpoolish disfigured face that he hides behind a metal or iron mask. And this is what he looked like in the comic book. It's a nice rendition of Deodato's version of Victor Von Doom. I really like it. Not exactly a big Doctor Doom fan, but I'm pretty happy with this one. Now, if this figure looks interestingly familiar, that's because it is a direct repaint of this Invincible Iron Man, or the all-new, all-different Invincible Iron Man figure that Hasbro also gave us. And they didn't change anything. It's the exact same mold. The extra hands and fists are the same. What we get from this Iron Man, we have a pair of closed fists and a pair of open fists that still don't have that hinge. It's just a swivel, and they didn't change anything. They just repainted it they remolded it in this silverish gray plastic, repainted green and silver and all that, and gave him a cape, cowl, and some electric effects. The blast effects are also the same. They just made it purple. And incidentally, here is the Tony Stark head. If you want to compare it with the Victor Von Doom head. Wow. Okay. Pretty cool. Good head size. So yeah. Very nice. The figure did come with did not come with the base, a stand. This stand is from the amazing Yamaguchi Gambit Revoltech. So it doesn't come with a stand, which is a shame. You'll have to borrow some of the stands from other figures. But they did change one thing about the mold, though. If you remember this old Invincible Iron Man, when you ratcheted the torso, you could literally hear that cringe-worthy feeling that you feel like you're going to break that ratchet joint. But for the infamous Iron Man, Dr. Doom, it's a much smoother ratchet joint. So kudos to Hasbro for fixing that. I guess they do listen to the fans. So the cape is removable. One thing I will say about the cape is it's really annoying to put back on. I think this is the cape that they used for... Somebody help me out. It looks so familiar, but I can't remember. Vision or... Somebody tell me. But it just doesn't sit nice. I mean, when you're trying to pose it loves to fall off. So that kind of sucks. Okay, the cowl is not removable. It's attached. The hood is attached permanently to the head. So I don't know if you can remove it. Maybe you can force it out, but I think it's super glued onto it. So yeah, that's fine. You don't really need to remove it. So you can pop on the new head, or the alternate head. It's Victor Von Doom. And then these are the blasters. And they've given him a repainted or recasted in the purple color, the electric effects that came with Storm and the 80s Storm, and then the Ragnarok Thor. I wish they would have given him more of that mystic effects that we got from Scarlet Witch or Doctor Strange, because he does combine magic and technology as the infamous Iron Man, and that would have been a much cooler effect. So articulation for the figure will basically be the same as the Invincible Iron Man. Some degradation in the joints, but again, like I said here, Hasbro has managed to fix it. Now let's give you a closer look at the details on this figure. As you can see, there's a nicely painted, it's not molded, those circles are painted in, and then there's more paint in the middle, white and green paint here. And I like the fact that they didn't have to paint the plastic mold that they used for the body, that it's just this sort of glittery pearlesque type of silvery gray plastic. I really like that. So some final thoughts on the figure. Is he worth getting? Definitely. I mean, if you're a big fan of Doctor Doom during his stint as Iron Man in the comic books, then this is a figure you absolutely must get. I really like it. I'm going to give the figure a 10 out of 10. I think Hasbro did a wonderful job on it. It's a Walgreens exclusive, so best of luck to everybody hunting him down. If you live here in Manila like I do, the best chance you have of getting this figure is through hobby shops. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends series, the infamous Iron Man. Thanks for watching.